y'all doing? I'm over here eating my salad. Y'all saw that I posted. Someone blessed me with the items to make this salad that I eat a lot, and it has cucumbers, tomatoes, onions, and feta cheese with Italian dressing. And so sometimes I put bell pepper in it. Even sometimes I might do an avocado, but I just try to switch it up. And my taste buds need extra stuff, so I've been putting like Mrs. Dash on it. Sean's like, Mama, you need all that? Yes, I do. Give me my stuff. Be quiet. So, yes, that's what I'm over here thinking. Eating, and I was just thinking about, maybe I should go live just because. Just because. Number one, I didn't go live at 7 o'clock tonight for the impromptu. I didn't know anybody that really wanted to pop on, so and the boys were still here, so I thought, well, I'll just wait, and I said I'll just wait till in the morning, and I'll do the Monday morning motivation. But then it just hit me to go ahead and go live now. So if this is your first time, welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Conversations with Selena, and I'm just playing in this salad right now, but I'm about to be eating it as soon as I stop talking. Let's see. Conversations with Selena. I'm going to call it the Sunday night salad edition. Because I just popped in to eat my salad and just talk about emotional intelligence, which I haven't really studied, but I realized today that we always talk about self-care and self-love, but we don't always talk about emotional intelligence. And I pulled it up on Google just so I wouldn't get it all twisted and read a couple of the things that show that you have strong emotional intelligence. But before I do that, I want to go ahead and put these banners up. You're still going to be able to see me, but I just want to go ahead and post these really quick. Uh-oh. I think my keyboard, let's see. Okay, so there is a day of service for the MLK celebration, and that's going to be January 14th on the Boulevard at 9 a.m. And so tomorrow morning I'll be able to read it better because I'm going to have it pulled up on my screen as well. But it says, with the help of She's Power PRCC Youth Empowerment Program, BSA Troop 5, The Golden Treasures, and you, we're going to have a day of service to celebrate the MLK with the MLK Committee and the City of Picayune. So they are creating the change that they want to see by joining forces and going over, starting at the Boulevard, and having a day of service. So then we have the parade, and that is going to start at 9:30, January 16th on a Monday. So just make sure that you're watching the newspaper, watching the MLK committee page so that you'll be up to date on everything that's going on. And then also the agenda has been provided. But again, I'm not able to read that right now. I'll have to blow it up on my screen maybe tomorrow morning so that I can give you the details. Because you see I'm squinting. I don't have my glasses on. And I don't have it printed out. Something happened to my printer. So I had to borrow Joshua's printer. So this salad is so good. Hey, Sunshine. It's best if you let it sit in there for a little bit and marinate. It's really good. So yeah, I'm gonna pull up this on my phone. You know, I probably could have pulled that up on my phone too. Let's see here. All right, so y'all, most of y'all know that I used to want to be a teacher when I was growing up. So I decided that I'm going to start trying to use this platform. It's already for information, but I also want to start using it just to go over things so that we can think about it. Because if someone brings it to our attention, then we're more likely to implement it in our lives, or at least the seed has been planted. I know y'all hear that a lot of times. So if you've never heard of emotional intelligence, you probably wouldn't work on it, but you will definitely do self-care, self-love, and all these other things because you've heard them. And I have people text me and say, this is what I did today for my self-care. This is what I'm doing today to show myself some self-love. But we do need to understand what emotional intelligence is. So I'm just going to read the definition if I can. Can't believe I'm over here with no glasses. Emotional intelligence is the ability to understand, use, and manage your own emotions in positive ways to relieve stress, communicate effectively, empathize with others, and overcome challenges and diffuse conflict. That's a lot of things that you can do. Okay, so relieve stress, communicate effectively, empathize with others, overcome challenges, and diffuse conflict. Now, I'm sure if you look it up somewhere else, it may vary. Everything varies, everything has an exception, but this is just the definition that I found when I first Googled it. So, 6 signs that you have high emotional intelligence. You can handle criticism without denial, blame, excuses, or anxiety. Um, you're open minded. You're a good listener. Let's see. You don't sugarcoat the truth. And you apologize whenever you're wrong. So let me make sure I read that. Yeah, that's 5 signs of high emotional intelligence. So a lot of times whenever we get constructive correction, because I don't really like criticism, it automatically makes you get defensive whenever you say, I'm going to give you a little constructive criticism. Like you're already bracing yourself. But in this job that I have now, they talked about corrective, constructive correction. So that sounds not so harsh, not that you're trying to sugarcoat anything, but you definitely don't want to try to communicate with someone and they automatically put up this block, self-defense. I'm about to come at you because I know you're about to come at me. So let's see. So the 4 quadrants of it is going to be self-awareness, social awareness, self-management, and relationship management. So how to increase it? Your emotional intelligence, you're going to practice observing how you feel. Hey, Vanessa. You're going to practice observing how you feel. So the reason that I looked this up was personal. So today, I got the items delivered to me to make my salad. So I got the text message saying you have a Walmart pickup for everything you need to make your salad. So I felt so special. I was like, okay, sunshine. But then later in the day, I didn't get my way. So when I didn't get my way, I felt like I was on an emotional roller coaster. Because I was like, well, how did I feel so special today? And then tonight, I'm feeling a little let down and I'm feeling like I don't even know the word that I was feeling right now. Probably if I would have went live as soon as it happened. But again, I was high this morning and then tonight I felt lower. And I said, we're not about to do this in 2023. Like other people are not going to have me on an emotional roller coaster based on them and what they do or don't do. So I hope this is making sense for somebody. So today I got a treat and then tonight I felt let down. Again, it's not about them. You know what I'm saying? People have things that they're going through. So you can't make it all about you like the universe revolves around you. If people are not able to do something, you have to respect that and not get so caught up in your feelings because that same person probably used to do a lot for you or will do a lot for you if you are able to control your emotions. And that's something that I have not been able to do probably most of my life, is control my emotions. Because I cried like a big baby in my boss's office last week. I was just boo-hooing. But I had a lot going on. So, let's see. You pay attention to how you behave. We just talked about that. Question your own opinions. So, like, when you think somebody did it intentionally to you, you have to question, okay, am I over exaggerating? Am I coming from a place of my past, from rejection, from, not feeling worthy just because somebody told me no, just because I didn't get my way? Like, you have to do self evaluation and be self aware, really. I'm not going to say, I love talking about self care, self love. But y'all, I'm not lying. This right here is like, it just hit me like a ton of bricks tonight. I'm like, this is what we need to be talking about. Are you self aware? Are you able to control your emotions? Because we ruin relationships because of our past trauma that we haven't been able to heal from, and then we bring it into our current relationship. And just because somebody tells us no, we feel the rejection of the past because we're not healed from the past. So it's time to work on our emotional intelligence so that we can have a healthy life and healthy relationships. And so, I don't know. I just felt a pulling and a tugging. Hello there. Let's smooth and groove. Let me tell y'all, she shared my post the other day, never talked to me, never had met me, and she really spoke very highly of Conversations with Selena and shared my post. So I just want to thank you for doing that. That was amazing because I was like, oh, look at there. I'm so excited because let me tell you, there's too many posts out there talking about people that don't support, talking about haters, talking about all this other stuff. And I'm thinking, I'm on your page, I'm supporting your page, I'm liking your stuff. Why aren't you talking about who's there? It makes the person that's there feel like, okay, are you not going to acknowledge the people that are supporting you? Is it really that important to talk about the people that's not? So that's another thing that probably ties right into an emotional intelligence, is you're focusing on the wrong thing. The right thing to do is celebrate the people that are celebrating you, not the ones that are not. You're giving your energy to somebody that's not even giving energy to you at all. So, like, no. Go over and celebrate the ones that are supporting you, and shout them out, and not the naysayers, not the ones that's not there. They don't even know you're talking about them because they ain't really paying you attention like you think. So you just keep doing what you're doing, because the people that are supposed to be there and the people that you're supposed to be connected to, I guarantee you, if you keep your positive energy, if you continue to walk in your purpose and be passionate about it, they are going to come to you. They're going to be attracted to the light that's within you. So you continue to do what you are purposed to do, what you've been called to do, what your assignment is, and the people will come. Stop focusing on the people that are not doing. You're wasting your energy, and you're showing that you don't have a high emotional intelligence. So that's what we're working on. So the next thing, let me see. Take time to celebrate the positive. Okay, that was just right. Oh my gosh, but don't ignore the negative. Okay, so maybe we can't ignore the negative all the way, because you do have to become in tune with what makes you feel a certain way. So we don't want to get caught up in being in a slump. We don't want to stay in the slump for too long. So that's probably why it's saying first, celebrate the positive. Celebrate what's going on good in your life. Celebrate the fact that somebody thought enough of you to send you items to make your salad so that you could eat it and be happy. Celebrate that, not the thing that made you feel low today. But after you celebrate it, you do have to understand and evaluate, why did I feel that way? What put me in a slump? So that's self-awareness. So we have to do self-reflection at nighttime. And don't forget to breathe. Whew. Just taking deep breaths, can just do so much for your system to relax you, less anxiety, release some of that stress. Just take time to sit and breathe, and we can do it together, because this is my life too. Like, this is my journey that I'm going along with you. And used to, I took my journey alone. Like, for the most part, I didn't tell anything. I didn't get on live. I just dealt with things myself. But now I'm able to do life with other people that are trying to go higher, trying to do more, trying to take their pain, their mess, and everything that they've been through and turn it into a positive. Because we refuse, the people that I'm attached to, we refuse to take all this junk to the grave with us. We are releasing it, we are forgiving, and then we're taking lessons that we learned and we're giving back. We're putting it in books. We're going on live and we're talking about it to help the next generation, the older generation, whoever has a ear to listen. We're sharing our story in order to help you. We're sharing our story in order for you to not go through it. But if you did go through it, we're giving you tips on how to get through it faster. What do? You take a journal book and you get to writing. What do? You go to therapy. Uh-oh. What do? You read your word. You read positive things. You speak affirmations over yourself in the morning. You write down things that you want to get done during the day. Like, you don't let life just take you and sling you all around. You take charge of your day by commanding your day when you get up in the morning. It's not like, oh, I'm just going to let life happen. No, you're going to speak life over you. You're going to speak life over your situations, and then you're going to go take action. Like, there's no more laying around thinking all these great things are just going to come knock on our door. Yeah, that would be great if it happened. And for some people, they might be blessed enough that it does happen to them. But for the rest of us, we have to get up and we have to create the life that we want to live. We have to trust God that He is going to give us the desires of our heart, but we have to put in the work. So if you don't think that you have to work for it, I'm sorry. Newsflash, you got to put in actions, because faith without works is dead. Hey, Hornsey. Vanessa says, true, true. I go through people pages and read, not just follow. I just love your bond with your son. Oh, thank you, girl. They works my nerves too. But I love them to death. So let me see what's the next thing, and then I'm about to be finished with this. So this says signs that your emotional intelligence might be a little low. It says you have to be right. They're oblivious to other people's feelings. I'm going to have to stop right there. You cannot be oblivious to other people's feelings. You have to be empathetic, sympathetic to what other people have going on. Again, a lot of times we think the universe is revolving right around us and everything we got going on, everyone is supposed to stop what they're doing and cater to us. That's not going to happen. So get over it and understand that everybody has something going on in their life. Just because you don't know about it, like I just was hearing this lady's testimony earlier, and like she was on drugs and she had been molested, and just to look at her, you wouldn't have known that she had been through all of this. And she was an older lady too, just sharing her testimony. So you can't make assumptions just because people look like everything is perfect in their life. Number one, you should already understand and know that no life is perfect. But just because it looks like they have it going on better than you, that they have the time, the availability, the whatever, stop having a sense of entitlement. Okay? Let's not do that. Because we have to understand that other people have stuff that they have going on in their lives, period. So not everybody is there just to cater to you. They behave insensitively. They blame others for their problems. Okay, Now, people who have been through traumatic experiences, the truth of the matter is the behavior, some of the behaviors that we have is most definitely the direct result of the trauma. Okay? But you get to a certain age and a certain place in life that you can no longer continue to put the blame on any perpetrator, anyone that left you, a divorce, bankruptcy, whatever it is. Where you are today is the choices that you made yesterday. So today, if you want your tomorrow to look differently, today you have to be the change that you want to see. It has nothing to do with anybody, anything from the past. It's time for you and I to get it together. Period. And if you have not forgiven, start there. Start there. Look yourself in the face, in the mirror, and forgive you. And if you're holding on to anything that someone else has done to you, anything, release it and release them so that you can free yourself. All right. They have poor coping skills. They have emotional outbursts. Sounds like me. They struggle with relationships. They turn conversations toward them. Have you ever had somebody that be like, oh, I'm just checking on you, or I just come to see about you, but the whole conversation is about them? I know it's true because I've done it. I know it's true because I have been guilty of it, and I feel like such a bad friend because when someone is talking to you, and they flip the conversation and make it all about them, that's not healthy emotional intelligence. So y'all, if you're not familiar with it, go look it up and start working on you. Not just self-care and self-love. We're all about it, but now we're self-aware and socially aware. Wasn't that the other one, social awareness? I think that's what it was. I'm flipping so fast. Yeah, self-awareness, social awareness, self-management, relationship management. You got to know where to put people. You have to know the categories to put them in. And if they're not healthy for you, toxic people, why do you want to keep them around? Why do you want to keep them around? I heard this lady say something about God don't have to tell you to get out of a burning building. So why do we say we waiting on God to tell us to get out of things that are obviously not good for us? Obviously. I thought that was such a good analogy. God don't have to come and tell you to leave a burning building. You run out of it, don't think twice, screaming and hollering, trying to get somewhere where you can breathe some fresh air. So why would you stay in situations that are not healthy? Why would you stay on a job that's causing you to distress and lose your hair? Can't have time with your family because you're so stressed out over a job. Nobody needs to tell you to leave that. Nobody has to tell you to get out of a relationship that's unhealthy. No, come on. Y'all putting way too much on, well, God, I'm waiting on God. God waiting on you. It's time for you to move. It's time for you to act and be self-aware. So, we about to get it together. It is 2023. I'm about to make it about me. In a healthy kind of way. Yes, looks can be deceiving, and so we get caught up sometimes in what other people have going on, and then we think that we have to do it, and then when it fails, we wonder why it failed. Well, it wasn't for you to do. Stay in your own lane and stay focused on what you can do well. Because I can't go be a doctor. Nobody don't want me checking on them, giving them a shot, prescribing them nothing. No, that is not my lane. So I'm going to stay out of it. Not a race car driver. Not a nurse. I'll take a teacher's job maybe, but none of that other stuff. Don't like blood. I don't want to wipe nobody's butt. That ain't my thing. But whoever it's for you. And so do what you do well. I thank God for the people that took care of me when I was in the hospital. I was like, ooh, thank you so much. And you had good ones, and then you had not so good ones. Some people are there just for the paycheck. Other people truly have a heart to do what they're doing. So be self aware before you do anything in life, because you don't want to be one of those people that are miserable doing what they do because they're doing it just for the money. Y'all, this salad is so good. So listen, we got our books. I want to do actual journal books so that we can have sunshine books. I don't know where my pen just went to. So we can have some with sunshine on it, so we can smile, and it can be all yellow and happy looking. But until then, just get you a book. A book. And this book actually says, believe in yourself and you will be unstoppable. Unstoppable. If you believe in yourself. Sometimes we need other people to come along and give us a boost and believe in us, and that's okay. But when everybody else is gone, everybody else is somewhere asleep, and you right here with your mind, what are you going to tell yourself? You got to believe in you, because we about to be unstoppable in this journey. Trauma not going to stop us. Unforgiveness not going to stop us. Self-sabotaging not going to stop us. None of that stuff. None of that negativity is going to stop us from doing what we're destined to do. And we're destined to be great. If you're on here, you're destined to be great. If you hung in here with me, you're attached to me. If I win, you win. And I hope you feel the same way about me. If you win, I win. So, anyway, y'all know I love writing down affirmations and things that I'm grateful for. So, and my favorite number right now, which is odd because I don't really care for odd numbers, I'm an even number person, is 3. Just because that scripture, Jeremiah 33:3, I read it all the time because when I was sick, it was plastered up on the wall. My cousin sent it to me, and it just became my number because I would always see it. So everything I write down, most of the time, it'll be in 3s, except for what we're doing for January. So for January Conversation with Selena, we're kicking this month off, or kicking the year off, with this month being like F January. That's what I call it, F January. Food, fun, fitness, and finances. That's what we're going to have on here. So last night we already had food. Michael came and talked to us about how we eat, how it works with our body, and then he's going to come back at the end of the month and he's going to do fitness. Y'all be ready. He said bring your water and bring your towel because he's going to work us out for them 15 minutes. So that is going to be, I think, the 28th at 7. Michael will be back, but be sure to go follow him. Michael Steen is his name. And then Jackie Robinson is going to come on with fun. And then we have another young lady that's going to come on with finances. And then I think we're going to have another lady to come on. She's in fitness as well. Let me see. Food, fun, fitness. We're going to have a chef, but I don't think the chef can come until February. So it's just going to continue to roll. I mean, I'm so excited about Conversation with Selena this year that I'm like, ooh-wee, the calendar is filling up. And I had a speaking engagement last week. I'm hoping I'll have one Tuesday, because honey, if y'all want to speak, I got an assignment for you for Tuesday night at 6 o'clock. So let me know. Three 2020 is when I got sick. I was in 3 different hospitals for 3 weeks each time. Wow. I know you started telling me like your testimony, but girl, that's 3, 3, and 3. but you still have a testimony. With the three and the three and the three, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, we are still here. And we got a testimony to share. Wow. Yes, and we got to finish strong too. Vanessa said we're destined for greatness and we must stay the course and be focused. Yes. Smooth and Groove and Vanessa, y'all in the house tonight. So, wow, I did not get that part. We gotta finish and finish our conversation because you had to get off. But it was blessing me because I understand. So y'all get your pen and your notebook or your phone. It could be on your phone. So at the top of it, I want you to put what your word for this year is. So everyone was supposed to find one word that they were going to be focused on. And I know my cousin told me that focus and discipline were the same, but it's not really. It could be similar, but it's not the same. So on one of the next episodes, I'm going to read the difference because my accountability partner, her word is focus and mine is discipline. Um, so I got to follow up on her. As a matter of fact, I got two people I'm supposed to be following up on how I become the accountability partner. But it's okay. Together we are stronger together. That is a true statement. So I'm gonna write discipline at the top of mine, and then the first thing I'm going to do is my affirmations. And y'all do the same thing. First, I'm going to put, I am worthy. I am worthy. And I'm going to end that with the desires of my heart. Because my past does not define me. Not my past mistakes, not my past trauma, not my past anything. I mean, it kind of helped me be who I am because my pain is now my purpose. My mess is now my message. My test is now my testimony. So all of those things that I went through, they have now become something positive because I have become something positive out of the depression, out of the negativity, out of the darkness. I mean, because when you done been through some stuff, man, that dark cloud try to follow you day in and day out. And it's like, would you leave me alone? But it stays to torment you in your mind. That's why we got to work on being self-aware. What are you thinking about? What are you talking about? What are you thinking about? What are you talking about? What are you doing? So we writing down our positive things because when we write it down, we not only write it, we see it, and we hear it. So our mind starts to think on those things that we're writing and that we're reading. That's why we're supposed to guard our heart, guard our eyes, guard our ears. So y'all come on so we can be through for the night. No, y'all ain't trying to spend all night with me. So, worthy, I am worthy. I'm going to put I am consistent. Because if you want to get somewhere in life, you definitely have to be consistent with your daily routines, getting up at the same time, going to bed at the same time, as close as possible. Now, we know life happens, and some days you may not be able to do it, but for the most part, if you could get in the routine, and I am the world's worst, y'all get on to me like, Sunshine, how were you live at 5 o'clock, and then you was up live at 1 o'clock? Like, what are you doing over there? When do you sleep? So I'm going to work on me too. I'm going to work on getting myself in a routine of shutting things down at a reasonable time so that I can go to sleep, so that I can get up and have a healthy morning routine, a healthy night routine. What are you doing in the morning? Don't wake up and automatically touch your phone. If that means getting a real regular alarm clock, which y'all don't know nothing about anymore because everybody uses their cell phone, move your cell phone away from your bed. Put you a real alarm clock by your bed so that you don't have to go to sleep looking and scrolling, because that stimulation keeps you awake and you're not sleepy. So about an hour before it's time to go to bed, put your phone over to the side, over on the other nightstand, or up on the dresser, somewhere not close by you, so that you can get in the habit of going to bed at the same time and getting up at the same time, um, and creating that good habit. And so, what do you do when you wake up? Don't pick up that phone first off. Just thank God for being alive before you do anything else. Take you a deep breath and thank God for being alive. Then reach for a bottle of water. Drink a whole bottle of water before you do anything else. If you can, drink it warm. So go warm up you a cup of water and put some lemon in it and drink that. But if you can't, just drink a bottle of water as soon as you wake up. So we start with small things. Don't have to be anything big. Once you be mindful of what you're putting in your body, what you're putting in your mind, you will start to see the difference in yourself. And other people will too. And you can be like, when did I become this person? One change at a time. One habit at a time. So, I'm going to be consistent. I am consistent. Not going to be. I am consistent. So, we want to speak things as though it's already done, not somewhere in the future. So, I am consistent. And then we got to think of one more. What's one more? I'm worthy. I'm consistent. I am healthy. I am healthy. Why am I healthy? Because you can take this the next step. So if you don't mind spending a little bit more time writing, put why are you healthy? So I'm eating this salad right here with cucumbers. It wasn't a cute view of it, but it's delicious. With cucumbers, tomatoes, and feta cheese, right? So I'm going to write a little bit more and say, I didn't hit something. I don't know what I hit. I am healthy because I am making better food choices. Because I am walking 20 minutes a day. So I have been making healthier food choices, but I have not been walking 20 minutes a day. But since I put that in writing and I'm putting it in present tense because I am doing it now, that's exactly what I'm going to do. So the next time I go live, I would have walked 20 minutes, except if I go live at 5 o'clock in the morning. I probably won't have it done before I go live at 5 in the morning. But the next time we do one of these, I will have walked every day for 20 minutes because I am going to be healthy. I am healthy. I will no longer let food control me. I will not eat to live, but I will live. Wait, I will not live to eat, but I will eat to live. I'm going to write that right here. I will not live to eat, but I will eat to live. Which means think about what you're putting in your body. So is it bringing you closer to your goal or farther away? So I'm going to tell you about me and food. I would eat so much food that by the time I was done, I felt like I was in a food coma, that I couldn't really do anything except go to sleep. Which means the things that I needed to do would not get done because I would use food as my comfort. And really and truly, I've always been heavy. And I felt like that attracted people, like to abuse me, because it looked as though, oh, well, she's not going to say anything, or she has a low self-esteem, or we can just do anything or say anything to her because she's just a little butterball that is shy and quiet. And I'm telling you, the trauma seems like it makes you even shyer. And you go into a shell and you just do what you have to do to get through that day until you could get back to your shell. And for me, my shell will be inside hiding out eating. And so the food was not my friend. The food was actually my foe. So um, I know now I have things to do. I got books to write. I got people to see. I got planes to catch. I don't have time to be buying 2 and 3 seats because my hips is flowing over in somebody else's seat. I want to be able to walk down the aisle and not go ka-plunk, ka-plunk, ka-plunk of everybody that I'm walking down the aisle telling me, excuse me, I'm sorry, excuse me. I'm not doing that. I want to be able to walk straight down the aisle with no problem, sit in the seat, buckle up my seat belt, and not be flowing over in other people's seat, and just be comfortable. And if I need to reach down in front of my seat, I can reach down with no problem without doing all this and unbuckling the seat, and of course bumping everybody next to me, because y'all, I cannot stand the middle seat. Y'all know my story about Southwest. I'm just sitting there waiting up everybody to board because I'm thinking, well, they can't take my seat. I did not realize that Southwest was like, get your own seat. You know, first come, first serve. So I was left to be the meat of the sandwich in the middle of them seats, and I was like, oh my God. But anyway, we just want to be healthy, stay consistent, and do what we got to do for us. And I'm just gonna let it be at that. All right, so quickly, that was the affirmations, and I'm just going to put what I'm grateful for. And I'm going to say I'm grateful for each and every one of you that's on this live with me tonight, because you could be anywhere else, but you chose to hang out with me for a few minutes. So I am grateful for you, and I'm going to put that on here. I am grateful for Conversations with Selena community, aka my sunshines. Okay. Then number 2, my boys were home for the holidays, so I'm going to put that I am grateful they were here for the holidays. And then number 3, what else am I grateful for? I am grateful for the person, because everybody don't want to be shouted out. So I'm not going to shout out because I didn't get approval. But I am grateful for the person that thought enough of me to call in, to put in a Walmart pickup of everything that I needed to make my salad. So thank you for thinking about me. It's just more to come of that. Walmart pickup. Whew. And we just want to pray for the families that the other thing is the to-do list, but we're not going to do that together. So put down 3 things on your to-do list for tomorrow. So we're thinking ahead when we go to bed tonight. What do I have to get done tomorrow? What are my top 3 things on my priority list? So let me put my pen right here so I can go right back to that. And I'll write that once I get offline. But thank y'all for hanging out with me doing it together. There we go. Okay, so put that right there. But anyone who's had a loss, we just want to pray for them, because there's so many people who lost their loved ones. I've been seeing posts of memories that it's a year that we lost you, we love you, we missed you, rest in peace. And then also so many over the holidays. It just seems like it multiplied during the holidays, that funeral for this person, funeral for that person, and it weighs on your heart. It really, really does. And it doesn't help that it's gloomy outside, that it's cold outside, and we're isolating just because we're not outside. Ain't nobody outside right now. We'll be outside when the springtime comes. But just be in prayer for everyone. You may not know their name, but just pray for them, that God will give them strength and that they will have peace. And not only strength and peace, but they will remember that they still have loved ones and family members that are alive that need them. Because I've had people to grieve so hard on the one that they lost that the people that are still here, they're feeling a loss because you're no longer available. So let's just pray for strength for everyone involved that has recently experienced a loss or having a memorial, like it's coming back around on the year anniversary or the 2 year anniversary or whatever anniversary, because it's still hard. It's still hard when I have my grandmother's birthday and she's been gone forever. And it's hard days. It's not her birthday. Just knowing that she's not here to say I'm proud of you, or she's not here to see my young men grow, my young children grow into young men. That's very hard to not have that person that you love so much not be here. So I'm grateful that I still have my mom, that's here, that actually came over here and helped me go through some of the mail, because I'm horrible with mail. But anyway, that's another story for another topic. But I'm grateful for her that she's here to see, the growth in me, the maturing in me. Like, just, I'm thankful for that, who I've become and still becoming, because the past could have taken me out. I could have been like some of the other people and committed suicide. And don't think I didn't think about it. Don't think I haven't attempted. But I'm so thankful that it wasn't successful. I'm so thankful of that. But those dark days will make you feel like you no longer want to be here. But you are worthy. You are worthy. You are deserving of the life that your hearts desire. So, if your heart looks dark, let's work on that. Because sometimes you be in such a dark place, your heart don't even desire a better place. It just desires to no longer be here. It desires to no longer exist because it's so dark. So if your heart is like that, you really need to get into therapy. You really need to get a counselor so that you can understand that even though you were in a dark place, and even though you may have had someone to abuse you more than once, more than twice, more than your mind even wants to remember, you are still worthy and deserving of an amazing life. So we will help you understand that regardless of what your past looked like, your future needs to be bright. It needs to be bigger than your wildest just imagination. If you thought that you wanted to live in just a regular house, do it times 10. Like, you know what? I deserve a mansion. And hey, who knows? What they say, you shoot for the moon and you land amongst stars. So shoot as high as you can shoot, because you still will end up in an amazing place as long as you shoot as high as you possibly can. Let that faith be a supernatural faith. Like, if you tell it to somebody, they might look at you cross-eyed like, okay, you might help them catch the vision. I want people that are connected to me whose faith is so crazy that they be like, Miss Sunshine, you can do that. I'm already attached to some people that be like, Miss Sunshine, you can do that. I be like, Lord have mercy. But that's what we need. That's what we need. People who can believe. Even when we don't necessarily believe, people that believe in us and that pushes us to go to that next level. Yes, yes. Thank you, Vanessa. Vanessa say, I'm grateful for you. Yes, Haunted. Thank you for CWC community. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for joining. I'm excited tonight. I am grateful. Thank y'all. Yes, indeed. Well, that's it. That's all I have for tonight, y'all. I really just got on here to eat my salad. It was called what? Salad Sunday? Because people just get online and hang out. I was like, well, you know what? This salad blessed me today. And maybe we can just go be a blessing to somebody else as we eat our Sunday salad. Many blessings upon the person that blessed me with it. Y'all have an amazing night. finish writing out in your journal. Make that part of your night routine to reflect back over your day, to say what you're thankful for, what you're grateful for, because you have so much, but you will let the day knock you around, and at the end of the day you so wiped out. But if you sit for just a few minutes and close your eyes and take a few deep breaths, you will remember some things to be grateful for. And the first thing is that you woke up today. So you should always have a number one. And then number two, you had lunch with someone, or someone visited you, or someone called you that you haven't spoken to in a while that blessed you. Write down those things that you're grateful for. That spouse that gets on your nerves, that other people wish that they had a spouse. Write down, I am so grateful for this aggravating spouse. No, don't put that. Put what you want them to be. I'm so thankful for this loving spouse that I have. I'm so thankful for this supportive spouse that I have. Whatever you want them to be, put it right in front of their name and say, I'm grateful for them. That's what you do. That's what we're doing. We're doing this journey together. We're making our test, our testimony, our mess, our message, and our pain, our purpose. So I'm going to see you all on the other side. In the meantime, go share a smile and spread some sunshine. Good night, y'all.